Hey guys, so I'm going to be switching it up a little bit here on how I'm trading, and it's not totally different. It's still options, and I'm still using the options on futures with the E-mini S&P 500, but I'm going to be trying out a 0 days to expiration strategy, and this involves using an iron condor. Now, this is a defined risk strategy, and it's on a very short time frame, and it's higher risk than doing the rolls and put spreads. So I'm going to be allocating a smaller chunk of my portfolio to that, but I am going to be trying it, and I want to give you daily updates on how it's performing because it is going to be many trades, and I won't be able to cover everything in a week's time within the recap. So I want to be able to go back and give you guys feedback on how the strategy is doing every day. My plan is to do it at the start of the market, place a trade, and then also place one at noon. And these are both iron condors, but they are different types of iron condors. There's two videos I want to show you from TastyLive that does a study on this trade for the last 11 months. So let me show you that video, and then we'll get into the details of what I plan on doing. And I'm going to keep you updated on what I learn and how it's doing overall. So basically in this study that they're doing, they're wanting to see the comparison between an iron fly, which is a variation of an iron condor, against an iron condor. So in this study, though, they go over what the best options are, and I'm going to pick one of those.
So we looked at selling iron condors with short strikes. So we did the at-the-money iron fly, which is selling the at-the-money straddle, buying the wings, $30 apart, the $10 out of the money, and then the $20 out of the money.
Yeah, so basically what you have here is the at-the-money iron fly, which is selling a put and selling a call at the same strike price, and then having $30 wings. So you're buying a call, $30 from that move, and then you're buying a put, $30 from that move. And it kind of, I guess, looks like a butterfly. That's why they call it that, an iron butterfly. On top of that, they do a study with at the same time frame with a iron condor that's $10 out of the money. So you take the strike price, the current strike price that's at the money, and you add 10 for the top, subtract 10 to the bottom. That's a $10 wide iron condor. And then they do $30 wings. So it's going to be buying a call for one wing, $30 from your sold call, and then you're doing a $30 buy put from the put that you're selling. And so they're taking those three different moves and they're comparing them with three different closes. It's either you don't do anything with it, no management at all, you close at 25% of max profit, or you're closing at a loss of 50% of the initial credit, what you would receive whenever you place the trade, and then or managing a combo of 25% max profit and the 50% loss, stop loss there. So they go through, there's many different moving parts here, but once you understand those two different things there, the type of trade they're placing and when they're getting out, you'll find out which the best one is.
First, we're going to look at iron flies. Selling a straddle, buying the wings, $30 apart on both sides.
So you can see the iron fly here. You've got 56% win rate, 67, 54, 65. Those are pretty low compared to what you're going to see with the iron condor. So let's just go ahead and skip the iron flies. I'm not even going to be working on that. I'm working on the iron condor.
With the wings $30 wide. So you sell the $10 out of the money, buy the wings $30 out of the money. The win percentage at 25% of max profit, 83%. Wow, that's good. Make 91 bucks. Your losses are obviously pretty steep on the C-bar.
So what you can see here is you have an 83% win rate with 25% profit when you take that off with the $10 out of the money iron condor. So that's at the open, the market open here. That's what this strategy is. So the first trade that I'm going to make in the morning is going to be this $10 out of the money iron condor with the $30 wide wings. You can see here it's supposed to have an 83% win rate, $91 average P&L, and then you're risking pretty much $1,984 when things go south. So that's what I'm going to be trying out for the beginning of the day. So with this $20 out of the money iron condor at the beginning of the day, you can see here that yes, the 25% profit taking here is successful, still high win rate, but you don't make as much money. So you're spread out too wide. So the $10 out of the money iron condor with the $30 wide wings makes the most sense here, instead of having the 20 wide. And you know, intuitively you would think that, oh, if the wider I go, the better off I'll be. But actually, in the case here in this study, you're not. It's better off to do the $10, $30 wide wing iron condor in the beginning of the day. So let's take a look at the next video on my afternoon trade with the iron condor, 0 days to expiration. So around noon, my plan is to put on another trade here, and you can see based on this separate study that they did, it's pretty much the same study, right? It's at the money iron fly, $10 out of the money and $20 out of the money iron condors. The difference here is that they held all the trades until expiration. So I'm not really sure if I'm actually going to be holding till expiration or just closing it. So I might do a variation of this, but let's take a look at the results.
At the money iron fly with $10 and $20 out of the money, and then
iron condors with $10 wide out of the money, $20 out of the money, and $30 wide.
That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's go next slide.
Okay, so we have the iron fly here again. We see with the $10 wings, it's 58%, $20 wings, 73%, and then 76% for the $30 wings. But let's take a look at the iron condors and see how they look. So we see the $10 out of the money iron condor here. It has 80% win rate. It looks really good, right? $61, $71, $80 for the average net P&L. But take a look at the $20 out of the money iron condor, and you'll find that it's actually a lot better. The $20 out of the money iron condor at noon and held till expiration with the $20 wings has a 91% win rate with $140 net average P&L. So this one by far looks the best out of anything that we've looked at so far, and that is from noon until close. Now, this is 11 months of data in the past. That does not guarantee future results, but it's still worth a try, and I want to share with you kind of how the results actually look for me. I mean, is this something that someone can do today and get that kind of result? A 91% win rate and a net average P&L of $140. So we've talked about it through here. Let me show you exactly what it looks like on the order window. So since today is Sunday, it's going to show 1 day here. I'm just going to be using this as an example, and we're using the E-mini S&P 500 because I have an account that's under $25,000, and if I use SPX, then the day trading rule is going to apply to me, and I don't have the funds to be able to make a trade every day and still be within the PDT rule. The E-mini S&P 500 in futures does not have a PDT rule, so I can trade as much as I want no matter what my account size is. So I'll be doing it with that. So let's take a look at this iron condor that I'm going to set up. All right, so at the beginning of the day, this is my plan. This is the iron condor here on the options chain. So you can see here that 5140 is the closest strike here, and I'm going down $10 to 5150, and I'm going up $10 to 5130. And then I have my wings here, which are $30 wide. So you can see at 5130, you go down all the way to 5100. That's a $30 spread there. And then you have 5150, and you go all the way down to 5180, $30 spread here. So this is exactly as it showed on the study at the open. You can see here that my buying power effect is around $1,850. Max loss is $925. And then my max profit is $575. Now I'm putting in a closing order for 25% profit for this trade in the morning. And then, so we'll see how it goes. So far, the profitability of profit is at 77%, which isn't exactly what it was in the study, but it's close, right? We're looking for around 80% on this open trade here. And then we'll do another iron condor at noon. So you can see here on the curve tab, it looks like your typical iron condor. It's got the trapezoid shape here, and it really needs to stay between 5130 and 5150. And then the longer it stays in there, the quicker I can take my 25% profit, and then I can just wait till noon to place my next trade. And so with that, let's take a look at that second trade there that I'm going to place at noon and see what that looks like, because it's an iron condor, but it's a little bit different for that afternoon trade. So really for the afternoon trade, I mean, assuming that the price is the same, right? But what I would do is just make this a little bit wider. The width stays the same on the buy end. On the sell end here, I just make it $10 wider. We're doing $20 wide from the current strike price here. We're going 20 wide down, 20 wide up on the sell side here, and then we're going to do a 20 wide wings with that. That's going to be my noon trade, and we're going to hold that until the close and see what happens there. So it looks like a pretty promising study here. We have 11 months of data that we're working with, and we really have to trust the study and not our emotions. We want to be mechanical and not emotional. So here it doesn't look much different. It's just a little bit wider here. This plateau here is just a little bit wider for the noon position. I'll keep you updated on this every day to see how it goes. This could be a short-lived test, depending on how much money I lose or win. But I definitely want to try this out. I want to share it with you to get an understanding of, hey, does this actually work or not? Let's put it to the test. The study is one thing, but let's take a look at the actual results. If doing the zero DTE strategy here helps you, please hit the like button, subscribe to follow along with my daily updates on this move here, and join my journey for a 50% return by the end of the year. I'm a new options trader, so I don't know how well I can do. So just follow along and we'll see what happens.